Close your eyes and imagine the smell of boiling whale fat hanging in the air. Welcome to Whale Town, Cortez Island. Once the site of a bustling whaling station, this beach saw hundreds of whales hauled ashore and rendered into oil. But there's more to this place than its haunting past. On our journey, we stumbled upon a stunning little cove that feels like it belongs in a storybook. Join us as we uncover the chilling history and hidden beauty of this remarkable island.
Are you ready for adventure? Subscribe now because we're getting ready for the Great Siberian Sushi Run. So we just took a break at Jedediah Island, though we didn't go on shore because the waves were just too bad. It was so rolling we didn't even want to get our dinghy off the boat. Got in there at night and we just tried to get a little bit of sleep. It wasn't very good. We had to make a decision that we couldn't go on shore, but we'll show you Jedediah Island another time. So instead we left and we are heading north to a very protected anchorage called Whale Town on Cortez Island. So let's go discover Whale Town.
Right there.
Turn on the camera.
It's on. We were just cruising along, not paying much attention, and a humpback came up right next to us. Still there. He's right there. We had no idea. See, there he is.
Ironically, we're on our way to Whale Town.
Yeah, we're on our way to Whale Town, and a whale comes up.
Whoa, look at it! Okay, no.
He's just cruising with us.
Wow, Blaine.
There he goes.
Good tail.
Got tail. Farewell, Mr. Humpback.
The dog saw the whale first. And she was up here sleeping. Oh, he's still right there, Blaine.
He's still right there. Oh, another tail.
Maggie,
Hey,
enough. I don't know if I've been this close to a humpback before.
he's right there. That's a big one.
Look at that.
They're amazing.
Wow. We are off exploring again. We're still on Cortez Island, but this time we're going to Whale Town. You ready to go? Let's go see Whale Town. And again, if you saw my the video on Gorge Harbor, we're just passing the petroglyphs up here on the cliff. They're right up in there. See, there they are. There's the tally marks there, and the man with the fishing rod is up there, and the chief is up there. Cool? Okay, let's go see Whale Town. So we were very lucky coming into here because we had that humpback come right next to us. There's also lots of history of whaling around here from the First Nations. There's actually, again, the pictograph back there, the petroglyph of First Nations person whaling. And there's actually a carving of a whale down there towards Manson's Landing, and hopefully we can go explore Manson's Landing tomorrow. But you have to see that in another video. definitely don't want to hit one of those in Punga. From what I understand and what I've researched, American whalers actually began whaling in these waters, now known as the Salish Sea, in the 1800s. But the whaling station that was developed here on Cortes Island in what is now known as Whaletown actually was only in existence for about a year and a half, and in that year and a half it decimated the humpback whale population here in the Salish Sea. But luckily they're coming back, as you can see evidenced by the humpback that joined us there the other day as we were cruising here on Tangaroa. Absolutely stunning. So this is Whaletown. So James Dawson built a whaling station here in 1869 to 1870, quite a long time ago, but they're only here for like a year. So the Salish Sea had a ton of whales. Imagine the whaling station here. What they would do is they would go capture out a whale in there, a whale out in the Salish Sea, and then they would drag it in here and they would render it on the beach. So the whales were towed to the beach, they were flensed, and the blubber was rendered into oil. They used large pots for boiling the blubber over open fires all along here. Can you imagine? I can just imagine what it smelled like. In 1870, the whaling station was relocated to Hornby Island as whales were nearly hunted to extinction. But again, like we said, luckily, they're coming back. And then the whole industry collapsed because of overhunting. BC's last active whaling station was actually closed in 1967. That was in Cole Harbour. So whaling lasted a long time here, almost 100 years here in the Salish Sea. But again, it collapsed just due to the overhunting, and they basically overhunted the humpbacks into extinction, which is quite sad. But back then, they just didn't know, not that that's an excuse, they just hunted and hunted and hunted and killed every whale that they saw. Luckily, the whales are coming back. By 2019, they say that humpbacks number between 50 and 60 here in the Salish Sea again, and that number is growing all the time. As you can see from our past videos, we've seen quite a few humpbacks in this area, so it's really good to see them returning. That's where the ferries drop off on Cortes now. Looks like a whole lagoon goes back here. Maybe this is where they said there was a fish trap that the First Nations used right across the entrance here. Let's go see if there's a lagoon here we can go into. Ooh, it's getting a bit shallow. Huh. Some floats in the water. Luckily, we have a very shallow boat to go exploring in. After the whaling went out of here, they started doing logging. And basically, that's kind of what British Columbia is known for now, eh? Logging. Lots and lots of logging. Check out that house. Hey, this is really cool back here. The old machinery there. Of course, danger, it says there. Don't eat the oysters, biotoxins. Never fails with the oysters and biotoxins around here. Just can't eat them. This is a really neat little lagoon in here. So pretty. And the ducks. I love the sound they make. So I can just imagine the First Nations making this in a fish trap and putting a blockage across there, and then a low tide just coming out here. Lots of shellfish too. There go the ducks. Okay, let's head back out of Whale Town. Just to let you know, it wasn't called Whale Town in the first. First it was called Whaling Bay, and then it was called Whale Ton, T-O-N, and of course, when they wrote it down, a clerical mistake put the W in it, so now it's Whale Town, and it's actually not even a town. So if you're coming here by boat or anything expecting provisions, there isn't any. Basically, the BC ferry drops off here, and there's lots of really cool houses and some docks, and that's it, but no amenities. It's like an old raft there. Wonder what was on it. Huh. Hey, let's go look at the ferry dock. I don't know how often the ferry runs to Cortez, but if you come here, that's where you're coming to. It's like a ways. You drive your boat up and then it goes up on like a railroad. I also want to see what these buoys are over here. Where were they? I have to say Blaine's missing out, but he has to get the alternator working and I can't help him, so I might as well come and explore to bring you along. Okay, I want to go see what was under these little markers here. It kind of looked weird. See them? Looks like engine blocks or something. Anybody idea what they are? Okay, let's go explore some more. Must be crab traps. Cool boat. Looks like a homemade one. Let's check out this. This is like a big sand spit that comes out from Marina Island. It's kind of cool. Pretty shallow. Lots of oysters. Look at that. Ooh. shallow. Likely we have a very shallow boat. I'm still not hitting bottom. So shallow. Okay, can you imagine living right there, an island? You got a cistern, cabin. I know I probably can. As long as I have a boat that I can go get milk on for my tea, I think I'd be pretty good there. Give me some books, maybe television, because I do like my YouTube and Netflix, as you can tell, but I could definitely live on one of these islands. There's one there, you see their Adirondack chairs out, and then there's one over here too. All solar panels. Very cool. There's some more solar panels here on this beach, but I don't know what house they're for. There's a dock, and it's like a little punga, but they have a V-valve versus catamaran like us. So we're just gonna run the shore all the way back to Tangaroa and see what we can see. What do you guys think? Let's go. Nice windmill up there for someone living off grid. And there's a little hut. Huh. Here's the side of this house. Very nice. Another cistern up top. Look at the rock face there. Oh, look at this house. Oh, they have a boat they're building. Or just storing, I'm not sure which. Crazy. So Punga's new to us, that's our dinghy, and I have to say she is perfect for gunk holing. She only takes like 5 inches of depth, that's all we need, especially now that we have a jet drive motor. It goes really shallow, which is perfect for gunk holing. And up here, gunk holing is basically taking your boat and going in and out of all these little inlets along the shore and just kind of exploring. That's what we call gunk holing. And it has to be one of our favorite pastimes for Blaine and I. So this is perfect to gunk hole all the way back from Whale Town back to Tangaroa. But I found this little thing here, and I figure we might as well go in. What do you guys think? Isn't it beautiful? Wow. Okay, I love that arbutus tree right there. I wonder what this cabin is back here. Look at the color of the water. How high those cliffs are. Okay, this is like the perfect little lagoon. I feel like somewhere right out of Jurassic Park. What a special place. Wow. Look at the color. Okay. I gotta turn off the motor just so you can hear this. Listen. Now, who can imagine living right there? See the entrance I came in? This is probably, I wish Blaine was here because this is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. That cabin doesn't even look lived in anymore. Speaking of Blaine, it's getting dark and he's probably worried about us, so let's start meandering back towards Tangaroa. Okay. I actually don't want to leave here. It's so pretty. Okay, let's go back. That's a lot of garbage thrown there on the beach. Or something bashed up. I don't know what it is though. It's like a whole bunch of traps. See the color of the water? Amazing. And it's like everybody drags their boat over here to toss it. Look at the garbage. Look at all the abandoned boats. Uh-oh. It's like a boat graveyard. Hey, little ducky, I'm following you out. There he goes. The barrels up on the island. I think those are all from the shellfish aquaculture farms. That's what it looks like. Here too. That's all just, maybe they got blown around from a storm or something. Or they're just abandoned there. Who knows? Garbage ends up everywhere. And plastic. So much plastic. You guys see the deer right there? Look, he's just looking at us. Hello, deer. Hi, deer. He was actually right down on the waterfront. Right down on the ocean side. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed our little tour of Whale Town. Even though we didn't leave the boat, there was some really cool stuff to see. And the history of the whales here in the Salish Sea. I'm really glad they're coming back. Let's just say that. Anyways, I hope you had fun, and we'll see you in the next video.
If you like that secret cove, wait until you see this one on We Explored a Secret Spot that only boaters can get to. Click now, check it out.